Today's headlines. Kenyan County Governor offers meat to fathers to keep their daughters in school. More jollof rice drama follows thanks to celebrity chef Jamie Oliver. And we have a new episode on our telenovela, The Coach, The Championship and the NFF. We start a whole new series on Africa Explored today. You'll enjoy this new tour. There's a lot for you today on EL Reports. Hello everybody and welcome to EL Reports. We are heading to the end of the year and it has been a busy but very good one. There have been some ups, there have been some downs, but all across there's been a lot of good. Now if you're stuck for examples, let me share some from the news of the day. In Laikipia County in Kenya, Governor Joshua Irungu, in a bid to encourage young girls to remain in school, has offered cow meat to their fathers and family members. Yes guys, cow meat. The move, which is targeted at families in rural settlements, seeks to help families and highlight the importance of education for children, particularly girls who tend to get married off early, despite a law put in place to jail parents who do not send their young children to school. The governor of the county, who started the project with 9 cows, said he and his team have plans of starting up a breeding center in the area to sustain the project. He also called for support from local stakeholders. Mr. Irungu was also quick to add that the gift was not an incentive or a bribe, but rather a means to support the poor and disadvantaged in rural communities so that they can have a means to send their children to school. The governor also added that male children are a priority as well in his administration. Guys, the wahala surrounding the Jamie Oliver jollof rice saga has not abated. Rather, it seems to be taking on a life of its own, with a moniker to boot, #Jollofgate. EL Reports caught sight of this unusual hashtag and quickly followed it to a blog called Ranty Thoughts of a Ranty Ranter, hosted by Motley Musings, and we quote, "Yes guys, it finally happened. They finally got their hands on jollof rice." Some context for those who don't know what jollof rice is. Jollof rice is one of the 7 wonders of Africa. The list goes Nelson Mandela, Cape Town, jollof rice, Senegalese twist, Lupita Nyong'o, shea butter and P-square. The post goes on to say, "Jollof rice is who we are. It is woven into our social tapestry. If a Nigerian invites you to a social gathering and doesn't serve jollof rice, he or she hates you and might have sociopathic tendencies. Listen, I don't make these rules. You might find this canonization of rice to be weird. You might sit there and smugly say, is it not just rice? Well, no, it isn't. It isn't just rice, you blasphemer. It's jollof rice." The blog post went around Twitter like a wildfire, and people pounced on it like hungry feasters on a plate of jollof rice. We read stuff like this tweet from Younger by Jones 3. "They want to destroy us, but the devil is a liar." And from Thea Adisa, "The Italians might not care. The Indians might not care. Nor might the Chinese care if you twist their food. But we care." In Jamie Oliver's defense, BBC Trending quotes a spokesman for Jamie Oliver as saying, "Obviously, there was no intention to offend anyone, which is why the recipe printed on the Jamie magazine website is described as Jamie's twist on jollof rice." Mr. Oliver, all that is grammar. At this point, it is quite obvious that you owe every lover of jollof rice a sincere apology. So just take the high road and let us move on. We told you on the show barely 2 weeks ago that Mr. Shuaib Amodu has been appointed as the new coach of the lately unimpressive Super Eagles of Nigeria. Well, in a recent turnaround, Mr. Stephen Okechukwu has come back, like the proverbial cat with 9 lives. There has been some lingering discord in Nigeria's football governing body NFF, and World Football Body FIFA has even gotten involved with threats to ban Nigeria's participation in any soccer activities globally. One of the NFF's resolution moves was to reinstate Stephen Keshi to his former position. The coach, who had recently announced his interest in coaching Ghana's national team, the Black Stars, seemed content to go back to his boys after an intervention by the Nigerian president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. He's now actively planning towards the tentative 2015 African Cup of Nations. Nigeria's standing for the championship is already quite shaky, a sad slide from their first place in the 2013 edition of the tournament.